In this video, I'm going to show you how architects, planners and consultants manage their surveys on their clients' projects. So, first thing that happens is an end client, so this is the client of the consultant or architect, will request 3 quotes for specific surveys that they need on a project. So as soon as this happens, the architect or planner or consultant will then upload that project onto the RenKap platform and instantly get 3 prices. In order to show you what that looks like on the RenKap platform, this is it. As soon as you upload that project and put the site information in, you will receive 3 prices for every single survey from all of our vetted surveyors. Once that's done, then you will be able to share those quotes with your client. So now you'll collate that information, share it with your client for them to decide how to proceed. The client will then decide to instruct that piece of work and progress with the surveyors. Once that's done, you can then sign in and check out via the RenKap platform. So to show you how this works, as soon as you decide which surveys you want, you can then select all the surveys you want, and then you would go to the checkout. Here's a checkout for archaeology, ecology and flood risk, and you would just click and instruct and progress the project as soon as you're ready. Once that's done, if they are desktop surveys, so things like flood risk assessment, land contamination phase 1 or UXO survey, things that can be done without going to site, then the surveyor will start the works immediately. If, however, they are on-site surveys, so the surveyor needs to go on site to do their assessment, so things like ecology survey, tree survey, topographical survey, utility type B, all these types of surveys, then the surveyor will be asked by the RenKap platform to provide a few options of when they can go to site. This is all done automatically. You will then receive a notification telling you the options that the surveyor has proposed of when they can go to site. Those details, you can then share them with your client so that the client can make sure the access is provided. So the client will then have to confirm the dates. Once the client confirms the dates, you can log back into the RenKap platform and just select the dates for each individual survey. Super easy. You just click and submit. As soon as that's done, then that surveyor for the on-site surveys can start their works and complete their works. Once that's done, now that they've started the works, you can access those projects and see how they're progressing. You can see when the site visit dates are. You can see when the completion dates are, and all the information in one place. So you won't have to track it on Excel documents and Excel spreadsheets and all that sort of stuff. Once they've finished, they upload all of their reports onto the RenKap platform and confirm what the outcomes of those surveys are. So once they do this, you get a notification to say that the report is completed and uploaded on the RenKap platform. You can then log in and review it. Once you have a chance to do that, you can then easily share it with your client. So just to show you how that looks, essentially, this is the outcome of all the surveys. So once they're all finished, you can see all the surveys here and which ones are green, absolutely fine, good to go, no problem. So for example, archaeology survey, you can download it there. Geotechnical survey, legal report on title, etc., etc. All of these were deemed to be fine by the surveyor. Up here, you can see all the ones where the surveyors have come back and highlighted that there's some additional recommendation and follow-on survey that there might be. So, for example, for ecology, you can see that on this one there's a bat survey. So instead of having to download all these reports and then send it to your client individually, which is a big admin task, you can easily share it with your client by clicking this button. So you click on here, put your client's details in, and as soon as you do that, they will receive all of the reports for them to be able to review themselves. Once they've had a chance to review, they can then decide if there is some follow-on surveys, they can decide to instruct that additional follow-on surveys. And how that would be done is essentially they would inform you, and then you would go into the checkout and instruct those surveys. And essentially, this is how it works. You would go to ecology survey, for example, this one, the bat survey that's recommended, and you would just instruct that additional piece of work, and it goes to the checkout, and now you have a checkout similar to before. It's the same process again. Once that's done, and you've instructed that additional piece of work, then the process repeats itself. So essentially, we then have to either arrange site visits if it's on site, or if it's desktop, they can immediately start, and the whole process proceeds the same way as it did previously. And what will happen as soon as you've done all of this is that report will be completed. And if it turns green, then the whole ecology line turns green and it moves down, and you've de-risked the project, which is exactly what we want to do. Brilliant. In terms of timeframes, managing this process as an architect, a planner, or consultant is very laborious. It's not the main part of your day job, so it takes a lot of time and a lot of emails and a lot of admin work. With us through the RenKap platform, you can manage this whole project on each site for less than an hour. So as you can see here, uploading a site takes 10 minutes, sharing the quotes with your client, potentially 15 minutes. Check out, super fast. You just sign in, check out, share the date with the client, confirm site visit dates. All of that stuff takes not long at all, and you can complete and manage the whole project with various surveys within less than an hour.